Boyesen does not make a set of reeds for this little bike or this intake, so you can't really call them and say, look, I've got a YZ80 or an RM80 or a 125, you know, send me something that fits, because they don't have anything that fits. Like I said, the best way to do it, get yourself a set of V-Force dual stage valves, and you'll get 2 of these, larger ones of these. It's the material that you're after. Now, after I get these cut and put back in place where I want them, we have to make sure that this item right here is going to fit inside the intake. You see that? Now, if we turn this upside down, you'll notice that it's a very, very... Now, I'm going to tip this up on its side so that you can get some light in there. See, it's very important that you show contrast if you can. You don't want to get my fat hands in there, but you don't want to get too much shadow or anything else. So you can see on the right and the left of how the cage fits inside the intake. You want to make sure that those reed valves right here, that they fit exactly where they're supposed to fit, and that they don't get too close to the edge right here, excuse me, right here or right here. You want to make sure that they have a free access and there's nothing that they can get stuck on. And what I've done is I have taken a Dremel, and I have, let's see if we can, you can see what I've done with the Dremel. I've made this one edge smoother here and here, and I'm not trying to increase the volume of the intake because I can't really do that. But what I'm trying to do is make sure that when the valves are running, especially at speed at 10,000 RPMs, that they're not hanging up on anything. I'm trying to make the operation as smooth as possible. Same with this video. Another thing that I'm going to do that I've noticed is that this cage comes with this intake, and it's a great intake. This is your standard CT intake. It works great for little DOs or you know, that kind of thing. What I did notice is when I put this in like this right here, and you see you're looking at that right there. So you want to keep your item front and center without a lot of extraneous crap in the way. What I've noticed is this. This is Moto epoxy right here. This little tiny gray line. So my other top piece of aluminum fits on top of here, and this 32nd or 16th of an inch or more, 1/8 inch, that's what we call everything in the United States. My hand's going numb again, damn it. I'm going to pare this down. I'm going to smooth this out here and here and here, just a 16th of an inch, so when the fuel goes on the intake, it goes smoothly from the intake into the reed cage, instead of having a sharp edge right here to hit against. Now, it may mean nothing, it may not help at all, but theoretically, the smoother that your pathway is for your fuel to go from your intake right here, the smoother that it can go through there into the reed valve and then into the engine right here, the better flow you'll have. And the better flow means that you will have more fuel and more air entering the engine, which means in the theory of horsepower, it's very clear. All right, the engine simply is an air pump. Let's just say You know, could be a weed whacker motor. All right, or I could have a Hayabusa motor right here. It's an air pump. What it does is it sucks air and fuel into the engine, turns it into exhaust and power, and blows it out. If you can put more fuel and air through an engine at any given time, you will create more power, more horsepower. That is why a Hayabusa engine is much more powerful than this, because it can push a lot more air and fuel through it. So if we make the channels for the fuel to go in less restrictive, if we make the exhaust less restrictive, when I go to put on this cool pipe, see if I can hold this up here. And this pipe, you can see where the edges right in there are a little bit rough. All right, well, I'm going to chamfer those or smooth them out so that the exhaust will have an easier flow through there. Now, it might just help minusculely or not much at all. All right, or it might help a little bit on top end. That's the fun of working on these bikes. My hand's going numb again, damn it. Is that I'm always on the quest for a little bit more performance, a little bit more horsepower, and it's never going to go really that fast, but it's the fun of trying to do it. So there is my video sermon on how to make a better video about, you can see my reed valve right there, but you can also see all this junk and the clutter around it. So if you want to stick right with your subject. But my friends out there, please practice. Remember, I never picked up a camera or spoke in public or anything before I put these videos on YouTube. I don't even know how to edit or add music or any of that crap. All I do is I make a video that I like. I talk too damn much. I talk slow. Sometimes I repeat myself. And then I post it, and for some reason I have over 20 million views. So, I mean, that's great. Anyway, if this has helped, grab a camera, and God bless all my friends out there, and no disrespect to my good friend Krilla. I'm in, bro.